High school athletes dream about taking their game to the next level, and junior defender Maia Levenshus made her dream a reality. A product of Old Penn High School, Maia was a multi-sport athlete and took up lacrosse as a freshman in high school. Now taking the field of girls who played lacrosse their entire lives, she knew that she had to step up her game if she wanted to compete.
We practice over at West Campus about 3 or 4 times a week, and I'm not sure if I fully remember that first practice, but I knew that I was intimidated.
I met Maia February of senior year of high school, and we had a 7v7 tournament here at Rowan, and she showed up with like 5 minutes left in the tournament, and it was her birthday from a basketball game, but she just had to come meet everyone.
I think it's been a really good progression of me coming in from like an underclassman into an upperclassman role.
In just a year's difference, Maia could see herself growing into an outstanding defender. But one Saturday afternoon last year, Maia's lacrosse career.
Now we're going to practice on Saturday, so I'm coming into this practice, I'm already pissed. Once a year, we'll have this whole practice. It's dedicated, it's called Competition Day. It's just supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be a light practice, games, and we're going into the first like lacrosse drill. So I was over down by the goal on the left side near the crease, right on the 8-meter extended. I remember being so excited. I'm a defender, so I don't score often, but I was point blank range. I was about to score, get some points for my team. Super excited. Did a little 1-2 hop, let the ball into my stick real nice and easy. Just on the land, kind of big pop in the knee, just instantly fell to the ground. I remember just being like, what the heck was that? Like, personally, I've seen so many of these terrible injuries. It's just become such a common thing that, you know, as soon as someone goes down like that, me personally and everyone else is thinking like, you know, is this it? Could this be an ACL injury? It's a lot of stress. In those couple days, I remember just thinking like, I would give anything. Like I had the most positive vibes I could possibly have. I would have given anything for it to not be what everyone thought it would be. All the athletic trainers that I saw over the 4 days, they never were certain. And that was the toughest part where it kind of gave me hope.
At first she was kind of just acting like it was fine, everything was fine, but then once she realized that like she was done for the season and everything, it kind of hit her really hard, and you could tell she was going in and out of like depressive like moods and everything, and she was kind of just like, you didn't want to bring it up because you didn't want to hurt her feelings or like make her cry or anything.
After months of painful rehab and watching her teammates from the sideline, Maia took the field stronger than ever to prove that her injury would not slow her down, and picked up where her injury crippled her last season.
That first game we had was actually, we opened up on February 27th against Ursinus, and that game felt good particularly because it was my birthday at midnight. I was able to suit up. I remember putting that jersey on for the first time again. I got chills, but I just remember the feeling of just being back where I wanted to be, and that was just a great feeling overall to just be around the team again. And
all the time, but she came back like really strong and wasn't really any different from when she like left and after not playing for almost a year.
Recently, April 2nd, we were playing against Scranton. I was just running the ball at the midfield, cut off my left leg to go past the girl. She kind of came at me with her stick, and initially on the cut, it was kind of a twisting motion, and I heard something different than last time, but definitely heard something. It was a little bit more of a crunch and a crack. I had a different feeling. I kind of felt different. The knee kind of hurt a little bit more. And then I remember seeing the doctor and him saying, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was torn again. I'm not willing to put my body through this kind of process again, you know, just the way it turned out, obviously a year after, and I have to do it again. It's just like deja vu.
Knowing that she won't be able to step onto the field to compete anymore, Maia has transitioned from a competitor onto the field to coaching her teammates and being the leader everyone knew that she is.
You know, not what I anticipated my senior year being like, but, you know, I'm still going to be a part of the program. Well, obviously, is just to be there for my teammates.
So she's like one of the most vocal people on the team, so even when she's not on the field, you know that she's there because she doesn't ever stop talking. And she's always like yelling from the sidelines on what you're doing wrong or what you need to correct, and she's always the first person when you come out of a drill to like grab you and be like, hey, like you weren't doing this or you need to do this. She's always a presence no matter if she's on or off the field.
My entire summer, and you know, obviously my brain, my heart wants to play, but you know, my body kind of let me down in that sense. So next year I'll be coming in, obviously I'll be right at the top. I'll be a senior with, you know, my fellow teammates who are seniors, and my role is just to come to practice every day and to make people better. That was always my role while I was on the field, was to make people better, but now I can't do it by playing against them. I'll be doing it by, giving them my knowledge of the game, giving them anything that I have for them. Sometimes players come out and they're just frustrated, having an off day. That's when I'll go over and tell them, you just got to get through it. Everyone's going to have an off day. Anything to help them power through. And I think I can learn a lot next season, and I think I'll learn a lot personally, growing as a former athlete and growing as a coach, because that's something that I'm extremely passionate about. I've known for a long time that I'm going to be a coach. So next year I'll definitely learn a lot through my coaching staff, and I'm sure they'll help me out learning more about coaching and the sport of lacrosse in general.
For many, an ACL injury is a career ender, but for Maia, she used it as a springboard to mentor her teammates and become a voice of Rowan lacrosse.